Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Yongjin Cho, and thank you for being with us. Our top story is that war conflicts across several regions are driving an escalating hunger crisis. Civilians trapped in warfare and experiencing several food shortages, making daily survival a struggle. In places like Gaza, Ukraine, and some parts of Africa, vital food systems have been shattered, deepening the humanitarian catastrophe. For more insights, we now connect with our field reporter Kim Min-seok, who is currently reporting from a conflict zone. Min-seok Kim, could you tell us more about the impact of this crisis?
Good afternoon, this is Min-seok Kim. Today we will look at how conflicts in various regions are contributing to a worsening hunger crisis, leaving millions without reliable access to food. Ongoing wars have disrupted food production and cut off essential supply chains, pushing civilians into life-threatening situations. Refugees and displaced communities in areas like Gaza, Ukraine, and drought-affected regions of Africa are among the hardest hit. Health experts warn that prolonged malnutrition not only weakens the immune system but also increases vulnerability to diseases, leading to rising death tolls. Officials emphasize the urgent need for international intervention to ensure food aid reaches those in desperate need. As these conflicts keep going, the risk of famine grows, especially for children and vulnerable populations. Without immediate global action, hunger will continue to inflict lasting physical and mental harm, making recovery even more difficult once the fighting ends.
Thank you for explaining the issue. As we saw in previous news, the hunger crisis is deeper and we have another reason for starvation: oversupply of food.
Nowadays, people on the other side of the world suffer from hunger not due to a lack of food, but because of the unequal distribution of resources. The Hungarian newspaper reported that while food waste is accumulating and causing environmental issues in one part of the world, many individuals elsewhere continue to face hunger. The root cause of this dilemma is not a shortage of food, but rather its unequal distribution. Although global food production meets the demand, many people remain hungry due to economic inequality and inefficient distribution system. Addressing the issue of hunger requires not only increasing food production but also creating a more equitable distribution system to ensure that resources reach those in need.
Good afternoon, everyone. This is Min-seok Kim speaking, and thank you for coming to watch our news. In today's news, we will mainly talk about food security. These days, people in many countries are suffering from a crisis of food security due to global problems, and we will find out what caused this to happen.
This is Yongjin Choi speaking. Today I will introduce to you why a food crisis is occurring. These days, intensifying conflict and instability and the impacts of economic shock and extreme weather events continue to cause several food insecurity, and these interconnected causes are exacerbating food system fragility, rural marginalization, poor governance, and inequality on a global scale, which leads to population movement. As such, food security problems are becoming more serious, and efforts will be required to transform food systems and promote agriculture and rural development.
No, 이제 너 나와. Interesting. Thank you for helpful news. I could understand why a crisis of food security is threatening us. Let's move to the next news. As we saw in previous news, our food security is in danger now, and to solve this, we will need some new way for sure. We will hear it from Min Sung Jang.
This is Min Sung-jang. In the present day, because of the crisis of food security, planning reinforcement of food security to contribute to food security is needed. According to the 2023 grain data released by the Ministry of Agriculture, Food and Rural Affairs, the food self-sufficiency rate for the 2022 grain year was 49.3%. The rice self-sufficiency rate was good at 104.8%, but the self-sufficiency rate for major grains were extremely low. Wheat was about 1.3%, corn was about 4.3%, and soybeans were about 28.6%. To improve this, in the Korea Rural Economic Institute's research report, they said that we would need a paradigm shift in food policy, like distributing agricultural resources fairly and making food supply stable. People are trying their best to reinforce our food security, since the crisis of food security is one of the major problems these days. We would have to proper policies about this issue and pay attention to this situation. Good afternoon, I'm anchor Jang Min-sung. This evening's news is that they started producing rice using technology in Africa. We invited African scientists on how to cultivate rice in Africa's poor environment. Reporter Choi Yong-jin, can you tell us? Hello everyone. Today we will talk about agriculture development through variety improvement. Nice to meet you. What don't you grow rice in Africa?
This is because the rice does not grow well in poor conditions in Africa. However, we are also growing rice in Africa this time.
How did you manage to grow rice in poor conditions like Africa?
Because we work with cover seed to improve rice varieties that not only grow well in African environment but also taste good.
We plan to improve the cultivate environment of farmers by developing customized variety that take into account the climate, soil, and cultural environment of each country, and introducing technologies to increase agriculture productivity. It's amazing that rice can be grown even in poor African conditions through breed improvement. Here's the news reporter Kim Min-seok found a way to grow crops automatically. Can you tell me what this is?
Hello, I'm reporter Min Sung Kim. There is an AI that makes agriculture efficient and convenient today. AI enables precision agriculture by providing real-time information on crop health, and enables farmers to make data-driven decisions about irrigation, fertilizer, and pest control. In sustainable agriculture, AI brings optimal resource allocation, improved crop harvesting, reduced chemical usage, and improved environmental sustainability. Methods using AI aim to improve agriculture productivity and minimize environmental impact.